Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to go from here to a beautiful summer spring look with only few steps, and we're only going to do halfway cut crease with only two eyeshadow colors. So before we begin, let's make sure not to forget to subscribe to my channel and be part of the Young Beauty Glow family. And if you want to see my future videos, make sure to click the bell icon so you're up to date with the new uploads. So before further ado, let's just get started. Before every makeup application, I exfoliate and wash my face and do a small skincare routine. First, I start with the exfoliating toner with a cotton pad. I just swap through my face, through my brows, and around the edges, around like the nose line, making sure there's no oil or any kind of makeup setting. Maybe I missed out on the exfoliation cleansing part. Although I exfoliated my face, but you can still see some stuff on the cotton pad. Since I have a very dry skin, I use Murad Hydration Toner to keep my skin hydrated throughout the day. Then I use this under eye serum from L'Oreal. It's called Revita Lift. It has 2.5% hyaluronic acid plus caffeine. I never skip this part of my skincare routine, whether it's night or daytime. I always apply this because it just awakens under my eyes, plumps under my eyes, and in the long run, it's gonna remove any kind of dark circles or fine lines. Believe it or not, I'm already in my second bottle in 3 months. I also use this product on my fine lines such as my laugh line and my forehead lines, and then I go ahead and massage with my fingers, making sure all the product is absorbed onto my skin. Then I use a face serum. This is from Depology. This just keeps my skin hydrated throughout the day while having makeup on. And then I use this eye cream from It Cosmetics. I get a little bit on the tip of my fingers, warm that up, and then massage under my eyes until the product is absorbed onto my skin before I move to the next step. Then I use a facial cream. This is from Kiehl's, and this is a very hydrating cream. I use this in my day and night skincare routine. It is very important that we give ourselves 5-minute skincare routine, whether that's before makeup application, at nighttime, or in the morning. Before applying sunscreen, I usually apply hydrating mist, and you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. I just do this to keep my skin glowy, plump, and hydrated throughout the day. I think sunscreen should be our best friend because sunscreen is what protects our skin from the sun radiation, from future damage, from fine lines, from wrinkles, and everything else that you know. Doesn't matter what age you are, you should always apply sunscreen, whether you put makeup or not. I personally love this sunscreen from Chanel. It gives me such a beautiful glow, and it's so small I can just carry it in my purse everywhere. Now we're going with a primer. This primer is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. If you don't have one of these, go run and buy one. This is a gel primer formula which grabs makeup and it gives the skin a natural finish, and this primer is enriched with hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, and this primer works for all skin types. I personally think this concealer is super cute from Benefit Cosmetics. One, it's not my color, we're gonna try it anyway. Second, because it's such a full coverage concealer, lightweight, and it doesn't cake or crack, and it doesn't settle into the fine lines, I wanted to try this and see how it looks in this makeup video. To get a full benefit from a concealer, let the concealer sit under your eyes for actually a minute or so. I've been using this Trustic bronzing stick for a very long time, and I absolutely love it. It gives me such a beautiful bronzy summery look. I also contour some part of my face, my jawline, my lip line, and my forehead. Now we're going in with Rare Beauty Cream Blush. I'm just applying this with my fingers and applying this in between the concealer and the bronzer I just applied. When it comes to blending, I like to take my time and making sure that everything looks very blended and smooth. I'm using this e.l.f. Cosmetic Beauty Sponge, which is one of my favorite. I'm sure you guys seen it in almost every video. I pinch the tip of that, and then I make sure I start from the inner corner of my eyes, blending down to the bottom, like where my higher cheek is. The reason I love this beauty sponge because it has angle on each side and it perfectly fits under my eyes. Using the same beauty sponge, I'm blending the T-zone of my face, making sure everything looks very soft and blended. This method, often called the reverse contouring, where you apply the contouring and concealers and then you go with foundation. Now it's time to apply foundation, and we don't have to apply so much foundation where it covers all the work that we just put together. I'm just gonna dot on the areas where in needs to be blended or needs to be covered. Okay, now it's time to blend and making sure that the concealer, the bronzer, and the foundation, they're all blended, and making sure that we stay in place so it doesn't drag the bronzer all over the face or under the eyes or other part of the face. This method is supposed to help to make your makeup look more fresher, more glowy, more hydrated, and this is more recommended for a dry skin type. If you're oily skin type, you don't want to do this because it's all creamy products. Before I apply powder, I go one more time and blend under my eyes, making sure there's no creases, so the powder just don't go sit on the crease and create creases under my eyes. I'm using Huda Beauty banana powder. This is one of my favorite powder that I use almost on every video. I apply just a little bit under my eyes until the powder is absorbed onto my skin, and that's how I always avoid under eye creasing. To set the rest of my face, I use this pressed powder from Charlotte Tilbury with a bigger brush and just swapping through my face, making sure everything is set with the powder. I am absolutely in love with this little mini powder from Benefit Cosmetic. This is a bronzing powder, and it's just like giving me the look, you guys, the summer look. I absolutely love this. The pigmentation is so good. You can't even tell when you look at this palette, but when you apply, that's when you can tell this is something else. So basically, you have to bronze to the point where you bring your face dimension back out and gives the face a life to it. This looks gorgeous without anything. Now it's time to apply blush. When applying blush, use a brush. Make sure not to blend. Just tap on your higher cheekbone and you will see how beautiful it comes out. If you think your blush looks a little bit harsh, use your powder brush to blend or to soften the edges. I'm using the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter, and this part of the makeup is also my favorite part because I love a glowy makeup. I love my cheek bouncing. I love that reflection on my skin. I'm gonna apply a setting spray to secure everything while we finish the rest of the makeup. To do my eyebrows, I like to use these two products from Benefit Cosmetics. One is a mascara wand and the other one is a pencil. First, I like to go with a clean wand, brush my eyebrows, making sure there's nothing on there. And then I like to draw the hair stroke on the areas that's empty and the areas that needs to have hair stroke. The cool thing about this pencil is it has 3 hair brush where it creates 3 hair stroke at the same time and makes the process super fast. And that's what I love about this. You can have no eyebrows and gain a lot of eyebrows with this little pencil. It creates such a beautiful 3D effects and it looks so real. Now that I'm satisfied, I'm gonna use this one. This is a eyebrow gel which helps to volumize your eyebrows, and at the same time it doesn't move your eyebrows. It keeps it in one direction, which I had eyebrow lamination, so my eyebrows are always up, and this just keeps it to volumize, at the same time keep them up. I want to keep the eyes very easy and simple for you guys, starting with P. Louise eyeshadow base. This eyeshadow base just brings more colors to the eyeshadow. I also like to apply this underneath my eyebrow, and in case if I made any kind of mistake, this just keeps the eyebrow very neat and very clean. It doesn't really have to be P. Louise. It can be any bright concealer. It works for the eyebrows or the eyeshadow as long as you do it right, you set it right so it doesn't look creased. After applying this with brush, I like to go in with a beauty sponge, making sure the concealer is really blended and it's absorbed onto my skin. And then I like to set with a powder. It could be any powder if you're just doing a simple eyeshadow. I'm just using a loose powder to set this and making sure to avoid any kind of creasing later on. Let's move to the eyeshadow. We're only using 2 colors, which is the darker blue and lighter blue. And I just wanted to apply tape on the outer corner of my eye so it can look more sharper. First, we're gonna need a tiny brush to draw a crease line with a darker blue. So this crease line is going to be halfway. It's not gonna be a full crease. Don't be afraid of using colors on your eyeshadow. Just give it a try. You will get it through. Another small brush, I'm just blending whatever I just created. I'm blending blending the edges. I'm blending the whole thing, making sure it looks sharp, it looks blended, it looks nice. After blending it, you should get something like this. Now we're gonna conceal the bottom of this so it can look even sharper. With the sharp brush, you're gonna use the same concealer that we used earlier, and you're gonna draw on the bottom of that line and dragging the concealer a little bit down so it can just cover the rest of the eyelid. Before we mask the line, we have to set this with the powder so the concealer doesn't move. And using a tiny small brush, getting very close to the line you just created, set that so it doesn't move. And then with another brush, you can just set the rest of the eyelid. The same small tiny brush that we used first, I'm using the darker blue and tracing the same line that I created, just making it a little bit darker, and then going with a tinier brush, and this is all happening above the concealer, and I'm just blending it with the transition color, which is the lighter blue, which makes this like a 3D effect. The tape was actually etching my eyes, so I had to remove it, and then now I'm just gonna reapply that because we have one more line to do the same thing. I'm applying the darker color, creating that eyeliner shape, and I'm taking this only halfway to my eyelid, not full eyelid. Once you get the line with the darker blue, then you're gonna go with the transition color, which is the lighter blue, and we're just mixing and making sure everything is blended and looks smooth and nice. Now it's time to remove these bad boys and just blend a little bit more on the under the eyes, and I'm just dragging the same color, the darker color, on the bottom of my lash halfway. Again, I'm not doing a full bottom lash, just halfway I'm dragging the color. Where I drag the darker blue color, that's where I'm gonna apply a little bit a lighter blue color. It's like a transition color, makes the eyes come out so beautiful. To take this look to the next level, I'm applying a little bit shimmer from Dito Cosmetics, and I'm applying this on the outer corner, just a little bit above my eyelid, not so much. And look, already the eyes look so stunning and it stands out so beautiful. Now I'm gonna take my time and apply a little bit mascara. This mascara is from Rare Beauty, and we're just applying mascara on top lashes, bottom lashes, because today I'm going to show you guys how I apply my lashes and why it looks very different and how can it be easy for you. This is how I do my own customized lashes. I use a regular glue lash and I use these individual lashes where I apply the glue on the strip line and then let it get a little bit dry and tacky, and then pick your eyelid with one finger and with the other one place the lash underneath your lash one by one. Right away press it with your fingers so both of the lashes are stick with each other, and look how beautiful it looks from the top. It just looks gorgeous. Lately I've been using this technique in all my videos and on daily basis too. It's saving me so much time, you guys have no idea, and look how gorgeous it looks. For my lips I use the new Rare Beauty tinted lip oils, which I am so obsessed, and that's why I tried all 8 shades on this makeup review that I did. Make sure to watch that video. I feel like everything just came out together and looks so gorgeous and stunning. Here is a 360 of the hair view so you guys can see how it looks. I am so grateful and thankful from all of you. If you like this video, if this video was helpful to you, give your girl a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe for amazing and fun videos. And if you want to send me a message directly, make sure to follow or DM me on any of my social media handle. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.